Right, so fitting the Mk6 back in, what I've done is I've taken a chunk out the side of the rail of the Mk6 column where you can see the motors going up in there. It actually goes quite far in, so you're going to have to take a bit off the inside as well. It goes right up round the back and you have to take the weld part away there too. The next bit is I had a wee bracket welded on here onto the original Mk7 up sweep, so you can see where it's been there before. You have to take those off so it can get right up in, and then I've had this bracket put in here. Another thing to remember is that if you're using the Mk7 column, what you'll have to do is, if you're using the Mk7 Dash, there's a little locker pin goes in there. I just ground mine out. You can try drilling it, it's made of some hard stuff though, but I just took a wee nick out the end of that metal pipe and it just lets it drop right down onto the actual steering rack itself inside. Next step's going to be getting the loom dressed onto it once it's in the car, and then getting the Mk6 Dash mounted onto it as well. So we're at the point now that the loom is on the back of the Mk6 Dash bar. You can see it going over and into the Epas column. It's all in there. It's a little bit tight for the clutch pedal sensor though. I would have liked a wee bit more space, but it's alright. It's in, it's plugged in. Everything's kind of rooted in the right place. You can see there's a lot of loose stuff in the middle there. That's all for heater, radio, and then obviously your screen that you've usually got at the top of the 180 Dash. So I'm going to go get some bolts to put the legs in tight, get it all in place, and then I'm going to start offering the Mk6 Dash up to it. I'm going to have to cut a hole down the side to get the actual motor up past. So I'm going to have to cut probably a square out of here, but I'll make something to cover that back up. So right, there we go. It actually went far easier than I thought it would. It was just a wee bit of trim that was needed on the bottom there where the motor sits into the actual plastic, and then another trim there. I'll probably trim off a wee bit there, but that was it. That was the dash plastic on top. I've got the clocks in place already, but that's just me for show. We'll get the rest of the wiring wired into the actual dash. I'm going to have to put the start switch or start button up here I think, and then I'll get the switches for the headlights and that put in place here. So aye, there you go. That's how you get the Mk6 Dash with the Mk7 electric power steering column.